This is a Fulcrum Side Quest Minisode. Short, focused opinions on psychology and storytelling, personal reflections, unscripted thoughts, maybe even some of your suggestions. Here's Fulcrum.
Welcome to Side Quests, a minisode series from Dark Character Profiler. These are the detours, the hidden trails off the main path, where we explore the overlooked, the unexpected, and real-world psychological echoes. Let's get into today's side quest. Before we get into today's side quest, I want to be upfront with you. At first, I considered making an episode about why creators add political commentary even when most people aren't looking for it. I wondered why people, myself included, sometimes tune out when that happens. But after thinking about it, I decided I didn't want to add more noise. It didn't feel right. Instead, I want to share something positive, something that means a lot to me, and hopefully to you too. Chaos is often loud, but quiet integrity can be just as strong. Some creators today are making a real impact just by staying steady. Segment 1: Emotional Saturation. There's a lot going on in our culture, politics, economy, and society right now. Most of us are already taking it in through news, family talks, work, and social media. By the time we check Instagram, YouTube, or our favorite podcast, we're already emotionally full. In psychology, when we feel saturated, we don't need more intensity. We need steadiness and something to ground us. That's where some creators really stand out. Segment 2: Steve Burns and Emotional Continuity. I grew up watching Blue's Clues, and like a lot of people, Steve Burns was a big part of my childhood. When he came back for the 25th anniversary and spoke directly to the camera, just himself, without any big production, it felt personal. He said things like, "I never forgot you, ever. You're doing great, and I'm super proud of you." Even as adults, that really touched people's hearts. The show was slow, calm, and made you feel like you were right there with him. It asked questions and waited for your answer. Years later, he returned, still calm, steady, and proud. In a world that often feels unstable and noisy, that kind of consistency is comforting. It's not political or performative. It's real. Honestly, sometimes when I see his content now, I get emotional. It's not because he's doing anything dramatic, but because he still has that gentle presence that made me feel safe as a kid. That's powerful. That's gentle influence. That's someone who knows the emotional space they hold and works to protect it. Segment 3: Paul Rosalie and Purpose. I first heard about Paul through Julian Dory's podcast, and those episodes really changed how I think about having a sense of mission. Paul's content isn't disconnected from the world, it's just focused. He doesn't ignore global problems, but he's chosen to focus on the Amazon rainforest, conservation, and making a long-term impact. He sticks to this cause, not getting pulled into every trending topic or trying to comment on everything. He stays grounded in his purpose, and that steadiness shows. It's inspiring to see someone put their energy into preservation instead of reacting to everything. Segment 4: Julian Dory and Long-Form Thinking. I really appreciate how deep Julian's platform goes. He hosts long conversations, asks thoughtful questions, and lets things be nuanced. He doesn't rush to react. In a time when short, attention-grabbing clips are everywhere. Having long discussions feels almost unusual. It slows things down and lets you explore ideas more fully. This approach is calming too. There's a difference between just giving commentary and being curious, and Julian chooses curiosity. Segment 5: The Psychology of Steady Creators. What do these creators have in common? It's not that they ignore reality. Instead, they know what they're about, stick to their main purpose, avoid performative reactions, and protect the emotional space of their platform. This is more important than we might think. When we follow someone for comfort, knowledge, or inspiration, and they keep showing up that way, it builds trust. Trust helps us feel steady. That steadiness builds loyalty, and loyalty lasts. Closing reflection: quiet leadership. In times like these, I've learned that leadership doesn't have to be loud. Sometimes it's about being consistent, intentional, and sticking to your purpose. The creators who make the biggest long-term impact aren't always the loudest. Often, they're the ones who keep showing up quietly, staying true to themselves and their work. Maybe that's a different kind of strength. That's the end of this side quest minisode. Thank you for coming along with me on a journey off the beaten path. See you next time.
That's it for today's side quest. If you have any topic suggestions, send us an email at darkcharacterprofiler@gmail.com. Don't forget, Dark Character Profiler returns next week. Thank you for listening.